Hello, once again, it is Eric McGrath and Driven for Life, drivenforlife.com. And this week we are taking on leadership. And you know, it is a very big word, big topic, and we know where we're going to cover it all this week, so we'll hit it again. Yet, you know, I want to start right off with hitting right between the eyes. A lot of people say, well, I'm not a leader, I don't have to deal with that. And you know, I'd be willing to say almost every single person on this planet is a leader in one way or another, because we all have to interact with each other. We all have an influence on each other. Even the person that's, maybe they're in a cubicle, they talk to no one all day, they do their work and they go home. That person influences their environment because people notice it. They're walking by and they go, well, they don't have to talk to anybody, I guess I don't either. Or they're not making an effort, neither do I. Or they do their job really well, I want to work harder. There's all these different things that people can take away from anyone, the outspoken person to the introverted person to anything. We all exhibit leadership in one way or another. It really comes down to how we lead, how we want to lead, and what influence we want to leave in our wake as we lead. And I got a great example, great story to share with you that for me really showed the wake or the influence of a leader. Because, and I won't get into specifics, I'll stay general with this yet. I had the opportunity this weekend to witness a big problem. I mean, it was a big problem. It was just, things kind of fell apart, came unraveled around something really important. And it was very interesting because I got to see one person, and you talk about a leader. This wasn't an appointed leader, it wasn't a manager, it wasn't any of that stuff. It was just a person that became very outspoken. And what they started doing is they started blaming every single person along the way that had anything to do with this problem. And you know what came out of that? People started arguing, people started pointing the finger in different directions, and not one solution, not one thing to get them out of that situation took place when everybody was in that mental frame. And then somebody else took a different perspective. Again, not somebody who's managing over these people or leading these people as a title, but somebody with a different focus. And what they said is, they go to the other guy and they go, you know what? You're right. I made a mistake. I screwed up. Now let's figure it out and let's move forward. And you know what came out of that? Was that people said, well, okay, they couldn't blame anybody because this guy's saying, you know what? I screwed up. I made the mistake. I'll take the ownership and on the piece that was rightfully his. And in turn, you know what? Other people said, you know what? I screwed up too. I did. Now let's figure this out. And you know what? The solution took under 5 minutes to come about. Why? Because when people are in the right frame of mind, they can find solutions. And it all comes down, again, to how we lead. The wake we leave when we lead makes an incredible, incredible impact. So, today is Monday. You've got a whole week in front of you. Be aware of the impacts you make. Be aware of how you show up in the world, what you do, and most importantly, that wake you leave behind as you do it. So it's Eric McGrath, Driven for Life, drivenforlife.com. We are going to see you tomorrow, and make today your best day.